Welcome to the fourth episode of the Television Podcast, and here we have a reoccurring guest, Annalie Lowe.
Hi guys, I'm back, and it's good to be back because it's been a long time, and we're sorry for everything just because the scheduling has been hard and technical difficulties, but now we're finally able to do it, so.
Yep. How have you been since the break?
Pretty good, just kind of, thinking about high school, which is coming up, so that's a big thing on my mind, and I think everyone's mind right now for us, our age.
Yeah. Oh, first of all, before we get started, maybe wondering why there's a different setting, but we might be switching it up for a little bit, still experimenting since we're still in the early stages of creating this podcast and channel, so yeah, hope you guys enjoy no matter what.
Yeah, so I have a question for you right off the bat.
What's up?
So, are you more excited or scared for high school?
I am more excited.
Okay. I think when I first heard about it, I was a lot more scared, especially because I didn't know where I was going to go, but now I know. I think I'm pretty excited to see what's going to be like, new environment, new people. Just honestly, everything's going to be different, and there's so many options as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific really cool options that you're taking?
Not really. Honestly, for high school, I'm not really expecting it to be much different from like our grade right now, where we like learn this. Of course, we learn new things, but I don't think the whole atmosphere of it will change very much. But I'm really, really, really excited for sports a lot, because it's just the biggest part of my life. So yeah, just playing sports a lot, and yeah.
Me too. I'm pretty excited too, especially because our school is so small. So it's better to have a more variety of people to play with, because then you can play with, just so many different people, and it's just so much better. And new coaches, new teachers, everything is going to be pretty different.
Mm-hmm. Are you nervous for anything in school or high school?
Yeah. Like I said that I wasn't really sure about what high school I was going to, and now I know. But now I'm just a bit nervous for like the friends and like what options I'm gonna be taking, because there's different options I want to take. I have so many ideas, and I also want to do summer school, which I'm gonna be doing soon. So it's quite a bit on my mind, and I'm the most nervous about the friends though, because like I don't want to lose any of the friends I have now, but I'm also nervous to make new friends, because I'm not sure who I'm going to be friends with. It could change my life, so.
Yeah. I think trying to find a good group of people in high school and just knowing who are the good people and not is just the biggest thing for friends. Mm-hmm. And just knowing the importance and keeping the good ones close and knowing what you can do with certain friends, and yeah.
Yeah, that's mainly why I don't want to lose the friends I have now, because they're really good and they're good friends, so, high school's big, so I already know they're going to be making new friends, so that means I'm going to have to make new friends too, which I'm excited about, but also nervous.
Yeah. Are there any options that you're taking next year that you're like really excited for?
Well, I'll name two, one that I haven't done and one that I've done. For one that I've done, I'm super excited for band.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be so many new people, and at our age, it's a little bit less of a choice. It's more like if you've done it, then you're just in it. But with high school, you have that option, and so you get to play with people who want to play. So it makes it so much more fun. I feel like I don't have enough time, but in school, like in my class, I want to learn more. Like I feel so limited.
Yeah. I think that's depending on the teacher as well and the people in your class.
That's true. What about you?
I'm also taking the fabrication class. That's the only class I'm actually like fully excited about. Other options, I'm not really fully excited, besides I guess the one where you work out in the gym for a whole hour and a half.
That's pretty cool.
It's just a normal gym session in your school schedule, which I feel like will be pretty fun, but it's nothing crazy compared to like fabrication, all that. Do you have any goals for the next like coming years and 4 years maybe?
Yeah, for sure. Especially with high school coming up, I have like quite a few goals. There's like classes I want to take. I want to go to university or college right after high school, just because I don't want to lose the momentum of being in school every year, and then all of a sudden I like take a break for a year or more, and then I go back, because I'm just gonna kind of lose the knowledge that I have currently, and it's just gonna make school a little bit tougher. So I think I that's definitely a big goal of mine. I definitely want to go to university and learn more, especially for the job I want to have when I'm older. I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
And as well, with going to university after high school, there's also a program at the specific high school I want to go to that'll help like expand my knowledge into what I'm more interested in. And that's another interesting thing about high school, is just you get to learn more about your interests. But yeah, I have quite a few goals. I also want to be able to get like a stable like part-time job in the summer, just have enough money for the things I'm gonna have to afford and stuff like that. What about you?
I don't really have that many goals in high school. Like, I'm just like living day by day. I'm not really thinking too much about it. But I think if I were to say I have any goals, I think it'll be like just maintaining the grades that I already have right now. One of my bigger goals, which isn't really school related, is just,
It doesn't have to be school related.
yeah, just during the summer, it's just I'm like working out way more just to get better at sports, and in the future, because I want to try and see if I can make senior team in my freshman year, if you want to call it that. But yeah.
Yeah, me too. I also want to start doing that a little bit more. As you know, I want to join the teams in high school as well, and I think I could make the senior team if I just push myself like a little bit harder.
Yeah. Do you have anything on your bucket list?
Well, with how I am now, and if it stays the same, I definitely want to travel. Like, there's places I want to go. Like, I want to see what Brazil is like. I also want to see Korea, because it's a popular travel destination now, and I just want to see what it's like, especially because from how the houses are set up, just to like the people. What about you?
Go to every continent in the world and to like just experience as much as I can, all the differences.
Wow.
But there's only 9 continents, not that much. But
Yeah.
you can go to one place in each continent, but I feel like if you really want to make it worth it, you go to as many places during the time being there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because you can experience so much more.
Yeah. And I also want to go to like really, really religious and sacred places. Like, I'll just discover about religions I don't know and all that, because I feel like just inquiring and keeping an open mind about like stuff like that just like makes you a better person overall, and you just learn to understand the people around you way more with the knowledge of that.
Yeah, I agree with how I want to travel too. Instead of like exploring things like that, I just want to go out and see the streets and just see what it's like, especially the food.
Yeah.
I definitely want to try all the foods around. I definitely want to try the foods around the world, see what it's like. Because I know like nothing is going to be the same as where we live. Everything is so different. So I just want to be able to experience that and see what that's like.
Yeah. If you were to live anywhere in the world, like anywhere at all, and you'd have to worry about money and like cost of living, where would you want to live?
Well, I have a couple places in mind. I have a couple ideas, but I think the main one would probably be like somewhere in Korea, just because I know they have like good food, and they also have access to like really good skincare. And I heard the people are very like nice and polite. I also really want to see their convenience stores because they're so popular now.
Yeah. You're not gonna get deodorant there though.
Oh, okay.
You get, because Korea and Japan, I think they don't sell deodorant like at all,
Wow.
because of like Koreans have that gene where like their sweat doesn't smell bad.
That's fine. I'll order it online.
I guess you could do that, but I feel like it'd just be such a hassle to just not have deodorant and you have to order online. Such a basic thing. Or you just learn to live without it.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
What about you? Where would you want to live without thinking about cost?
I like Canada already, and I like living here.
Me too.
And a really expensive place to live is the big cities, so Vancouver, Toronto.
Yeah, I was gonna mention Vancouver as well. I would also want to live there if it wasn't so expensive.
Yeah, I think Vancouver just takes the edge over Toronto because like
Yeah.
Toronto's essentially America, honestly, and
Yeah,
Vancouver still is
that's what it
Canadian
seems like.
and has like the things that I still want. And if not, like in Vancouver, I'd like to live in like rural Japan maybe.
Oh yeah.
Not in like a big city, but like just outside in the outskirts, just so I can like live a simple life, something really quiet. And yeah.
I like that. That's nice. As well, I'd probably feel the same way. Like living somewhere that's just simple would be so much better than living somewhere with like a ton of people and where it's expensive, obviously because the cost. But if we're not thinking about that in that case, just the people, because it would kind of be overwhelming place to live. What are some childhood cartoons or channels that you used to watch?
Which did you watch, like a Disney Channel?
Yeah, a little bit.
Which one out of the 3 or 4 like did you watch? Like it was Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and like Treehouse. I think Treehouse was more our time.
Mainly Cartoon Network and Treehouse.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't watch a lot of Disney Channel?
No, honestly, maybe I saw it like once, but I've never. No, not really. No.
I think my number 1 was Treehouse, and then 2 was Disney Channel. Cause like Disney Channel is just like it just occasionally be on, and it'll be like Wizards of Waverly Place and like other like live action shows, which are they were kind of trashy, but some of them were like really good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then Treehouse, I would watch like I don't even remember. I watched like 2PM New.
Me too. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I loved 2PM New. I hope you guys know what that is. I love it so much.
Have you watched? Wait, did you watch a PBS Kids?
No, what's that?
You don't know PBS Kids? Really?
No.
PBS Kids is just like another like channel type, but they would play like Caillou.
Oh, I used to watch a bit of Caillou.
Yeah, I don't know other shows, but I remember. Yeah, I'll say a quick story, but I would be in my living room and I'd watch Caillou and all the cartoons.
Yeah.
But after the cartoons, there would always be the news. So whenever the cartoons ended and the news played, I would cry as loud as I could and as much as I could to my grandma because it's like I don't want to watch the news. I was a little kid.
Yeah, I used to hate the news. It was boring.
It was boring. But I'd cry so much.
What are your top 3 favorite cartoons that you used to watch as a kid?
Oh, I'd watch Gravity Falls a lot.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I used to watch that a bit too.
Yeah, I say Gravity Falls is up there because of the lore. The lore is actually crazy. Max and Ruby, 2PM Be New.
Of course.
And I think those are my top 3.
Okay.
I'm probably forgetting one, but that's
my
okay.
number 1 was probably like I used to watch mainly like DVDs and stuff, or like a certain channel, but I wasn't sure what it was. I used to watch like mainly DVDs, maybe some channels, but I don't really remember what it was. But my number 1 was Ni Hao Kai Lan. It's like a Chinese little girl, and like she teaches you Chinese things, which makes sense because I'm Chinese, so it just makes sense.
Yeah.
It was such a fun show, and she'd like talk to the animals and stuff like that. Number 2, probably Dora. I loved Dora. I had the haircut, I had the clothes, the backpack, and everything. I wanted to be her so bad. Number 3, probably 2PM New, because I loved 2PM New. And then a really honorable mention, just because I want to mention it, I loved Adventure Time.
Yeah, actually, I was never a Cartoon Network kid. Like, I would never watch anything Cartoon Network, like Adventure Time. What's the one with the fish and the blue guy? Like Darwin and Gumball or something like that?
Yeah.
What's that called?
World of Gumball?
Yeah, World of Gumball or something like that? Something like that. I'd never watch anything from Cartoon Network. Like, I would watch like 30 minutes of it.
I used to watch that one too as well.
Yeah. I never watched anything from Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm. As a really, really young kid, like when I was like really early on, I remember I would watch Barney a lot as well.
Yeah, Barney.
I loved Barney so much. Purple Dinosaur.
Yeah.
And of course tons more, but yeah, I think every kid, especially watching those channels, watched tons of cartoons. But I just want to mention, how do you feel about the cartoons now?
I don't know any, but I know they're all like trashy. Like I see like my baby cousins watch them.
Yeah, I see them too.
Like I don't know any of them, and they don't look good. They don't look. It's just it looks like a whole money pull, and there's no like quality in it.
They don't look good anymore, or they took like our childhood cartoons and totally altered them. Like My Little Pony, it's a really good cartoon. But the new one, like the animation, it's so bad now, and like there's just so many shows that like I see now that are just weird that I wouldn't have watched, like as well, like Paw Patrol.
Oh no, Paw Patrol's tough. I actually like Paw Patrol.
I mean, Paw Patrol's cool, but it's just like, I don't know, there's some cartoons that we used to watch and they like completely altered it, and now it's just weird as well, like Strawberry Shortcake.
I know that one.
is, but they I don't know, they animated it to look more modern, and now it's just, I don't know, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah. Have you watched the Paw Patrol movie?
No.
This one came out like probably last year. Man, is it a good movie. It's really good. Like I rate it. The animation's really good. The story's good. So that was the first ever thing of Paw Patrol I watched, which was last year, which is kind of crazy. And then I would watch the actual show. The show sucks. Like it actually like it's so bad.
Yeah.
You know, in the episode with Zach,
Yeah.
I talked about the Kung Fu Panda theory and what the fourth movie will be.
Mhm.
So, turns out, I think a day or two ago, one of the producers of the fourth movie, they tweeted out the overall story of it, of the fourth Kung Fu Panda, and I wasn't that far off with my theory. Like I was pretty close. So, the rundown of Kung Fu Panda 4, which is like, you know how all the enemies and all the characters are like animals?
Yeah.
So the final boss, right, essentially the final boss is a chameleon. Yeah, a chameleon. Like a huge like type lizard that can like,
What?
apparently it can either, I'm not sure if it can camouflage. It's either, it can camouflage, turn invisible or like shapeshift. It's one of those, but its main ability is it can bring back creatures from the dead or people from the dead. So the
Oh my god.
yeah, the plot of the movie is gonna be the chameleon's gonna bring back Tai Lung, the peacock and the bull. I forgot their
Hi.
names, but yeah, they're gonna bring back all three, and then the chameleon's just the most overpowered like being.
That's so exciting. I
Yeah.
can't wait to watch that. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, I know. So my theory wasn't that off with them, with the next character being having all three of the things: a physical fighter, mental
Yeah.
fighter, and spiritual. But they did bring them. They are gonna bring them all back.
That's crazy. I can't wait to see what the character, the chameleon, looks like. Just because that's like so much different than the animals we see
Yeah,
now.
it's
Like
like
we
mammals.
see, yeah, it's like big animals like pandas, leopards, peacocks, and stuff like that. And also it's chameleon,
Yeah.
which sounds pretty cool though. I'm excited to see that, especially incorporating all of those characters, because you know, each movie it's been like, well, it's gonna build up. He has to learn something new. But now he's gonna have to put like all his knowledge together to do that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Also, I'm not 100% on this. I'm not sure if this is fully right and if I read this correctly, but I think the whole like, because you know, in every movie there was like, in every Kung Fu Panda movie there was a external conflict. So Poe and someone else, and an internal conflict with like him trying to find out who his mother was, where did he come from, who am I. Those are the main things. The internal conflict in this movie, I'm pretty sure it's he wants to pass on the Dragon Warrior like title to someone else because he's scared and he thinks he can't take on like the chameleon and all the
I
people
can already
again.
imagine the movie. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I feel like it'll
My
be so
guess
good.
is that he's gonna want to pass on to Tigress, because of course throughout the movies he's always been like, well, why do you pick me? Why not her? Because she's the best.
Yeah.
So you know, but I don't want to like, I don't know, spoil anything, even though it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited to see that. Wow.
What I think, so personal theory for the fourth movie.
Yeah.
So now it's confirmed and we already know his external and internal conflicts. I think, you know, the group like Monkey, Mantis, Snake, and Tigress. I think, sadly I think Tigress might die to really put on like that heavy load on Poe. And
No, there's no way. She's such a big character. Everyone loves
exactly,
her.
that's why I think they're gonna kill her off to do something to push Poe, I think, further to make him do something.
Instead of it being Tigress, I think it's gonna be what's his name?
Shifu?
The current master Shifu.
Shifu, yeah.
Because he's been there for so long, and like we had Master Oogway for a bit, and then he passed. So I think it's gonna be Master Shifu who's gonna pass, because then like in the third movie, it was on Poe. He was like kind of showing him how to teach the people.
And he was bad.
Yeah, and he was
bad at
super
teaching.
bad. I think Master Shifu is gonna pass, and then all of the pressure is gonna be put on Poe to teach those people.
Yeah.
And that's why, like you said, he wants to pass on the dragon title. If he does, then I think he would, because he can't teach them.
Yeah, I was thinking that right as you said that. I like you can see my face.
Yeah.
And I realized where you're going with it. I think that's a good theory too.
That makes sense, because like Master Oogway died, which was so sad.
Yeah.
And now I think it's gonna be Master Shifu, especially because Master Shifu is like a pretty big character as well, and he's the only other like pretty big important character that's like a part of that besides Tigress. Because I don't think they would kill off Tigress. I think it would be Master Shifu.
I think one of the two they'll kill. If they were to kill someone off, I think they'll have to kill a really significant character for the fans to actually care about.
I think Master Shifu.
I think it could go either way, and either way I think it'll be good.
I think so too.
You see with the animation lately with like Spider-Man and Puss in Boots, it's like super different than like the typical animation.
Yeah.
Would you like for cartoons in the future and like shows like that to continue that pattern of like that type of art style, or like just the traditional like how it is already?
Depends. For childhood cartoons, no.
Or like I
think it should stay simple. But for like big movies for us, I think we should keep going with that, because that's pretty big. Like Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, it looks so good, and I know there's a new one coming out in June, and I'm excited to watch that as well, because the first one turned out really good.
Yeah.
And I liked the art. It was just so sudden, and it was interesting, and I liked it.
I think producers also doing that, and like artists changing the art style. It opens up a new demographic as well, with not just like children, but like quite literally every single person that would like to watch the show. So yeah,
it's been the same for like quite a while, and now it's cool that they're finally like switching it up a little bit.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like that.
So in like Japanese culture, they have all energy and like nature like flows through everything.
Yeah.
And it's like all of that.
Yeah.
And they believe in reincarnation.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few cultures that believe in that.
Yeah. If you were to be reincarnated into like something, like okay, here's a question. Do you think if you reincarnate to something, it's possible to reincarnate into an inanimate object? Like, could you imagine?
No.
You don't
I think
so?
It would be something with life. Like a plant.
Really?
But I don't think you could reincarnate. Like what is your idea?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think you could reincarnate to be like a rock.
Okay, here. If you were to reincarnate into something living, what would you want to reincarnate to? Other than a human.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to become a human again, actually. Well, something with like a pretty long life, maybe like a parrot. They have really long lives, actually. When you get a parrot, you have to write in your will who you're gonna give the parrot to after you die, because parrots live so much longer than humans. So I feel like being a parrot would be pretty cool, and as well they can fly and they can like kind of talk here and there.
Yeah.
And they have pretty colors. So
yeah.
I don't know, it's pretty cool.
I think. Well, would you rather be a parrot living in like you watch Rio?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be like those type of parrots where you're like quite literally like free? And you can go literally anywhere? Or do you want to be a parrot in like a smaller designated area, like a smaller forest?
Smaller designated area.
Really?
I mean, I would like to be free, but there's also dangers of that. And I feel like I'd rather be in like a nice, safer, smaller area. What about you?
So this may be a stupid answer, but I wouldn't want to be a land creature because it would be different.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that too.
So, if I were to be a land creature, I'd want to be a monkey.
That would be fun, actually.
Like a monkey, you're literally Spider-Man.
And monkeys are actually very intelligent.
Yeah, they're literally like real life Spider-Man. Like you climb walls, you swing on vines and all that stuff, and you like jump on things to get it.
Yeah.
And you
Why
eat
don't you
fruit all
just be
day.
a spider?
Because a spider isn't like Spider-Man. A monkey is more like Spider-Man. You know?
Yeah, you're right. And monkeys are a lot more intelligent.
Yeah. Well, I'll be like since I like Batman a lot, I was thinking about it too. Batman doesn't really act like a bat very often.
I feel like being Batman, like with the bat thing, it's kind of more just to build him a character.
Yeah. But he's more of an owl. He acts more like an owl.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. But that's why they can't really name him that, because Owl Man isn't very scary.
I bet you there's a real thing called Owlman. I bet you there is.
No.
I don't know. But I'd rather be either a monkey, an owl, or like a huge ass whale. Like a fat whale.
That'd actually be cool.
Yeah. I have fight with squids all the time, deep down in the ocean. No one will know about it.
Have you seen the new Avatar?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to spoil a lot for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
No, you can say it.
If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. But
skip to this time.
yeah, okay. Okay, so do you know the animals in the Avatar that like are like when they pass away, they become like this big animal? It's kind of like a whale.
Yeah.
It's like a spin-off, but their spirits like in it, and they can like talk and stuff, like through like noises and things like that.
Yes.
I if it was real, I would want to be that, because not only are you spiritually like connected to your family still, but you're like a huge whale and you could just swim.
Yeah, I think you'll live a happy life if you're like that.
That'd be awesome.
You think that's a good spot to end it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for watching the 4th episode of the Television Podcast. Feel free to come back for the next episode with a special guest.
So excited.